Before I begin, um, I have to get this off my chest here. I was actually planning on doing a video for this movie 2 years from now because by coincidence, this movie came out right around the same time I was born. And I'll be turning 30 along with the movie. But unfortunately, my generation has lost another icon, and she was in this movie. Hayden Panettiere, which I have already reviewed a few movies she was in, I know, but she, she she was a very important figure in my childhood. There were a lot of movies she was in that I grew up with. She made guest appearances on a lot of TV shows that I watched a lot as a kid, including Malcolm in the Middle, which I technically wasn't supposed to, but it's kind of hitting everybody pretty hard from what I understand. So, as an intended tribute to Hayden, just like I did with Michelle Trachtenberg last year and Shannon Doherty the year before that, I'm going to talk about a movie that I grew up with that she was in. And I decided to go with this. So let's get into the actual intro now. How did you, yo? This is John, and today we are talking about Bug's Life, a movie that came out in 1998. And in A Bug's Life, it deals with this ant named Flick. He's kind of a screw up, and he has this unfortunate accident that gets his ant colony into trouble with these grasshoppers who are basically enslaving the ants. So Flick decides to go and find bigger bugs to help them fight the grasshoppers, and he accidentally brings circus bugs home. And after that, he has to figure out a way to come up with a plan to deal with the grasshoppers without his colony knowing his newest screw up. And thus we have a movie. Now, to get things started, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie, I really like its timeless story. Flick, he's not a perfect hero by any stretch of the imagination. He is deeply flawed. But at the end of the day, he is a genuine hero. He's a genuine hero who goes on the hero's journey throughout this movie. And despite his setbacks, he means well and, wants what's best for his colony. His voice actor does a really good job. As a matter of fact, all of the voice actors in this movie do a really good job, especially a young Hayden Panettiere. Hayden plays Dot, the youngest child of the queen of the ant colony. And I don't know who else noticed this, but Dot is literally the heart and soul of the movie. Dot is wildly imaginative, incredibly optimistic, and this personality helps Flick throughout his journey, especially when he's at his lowest low. I don't know if anyone else has noticed just how important Dot is as a character, even though she's not the main character. She is a supporting character. A character like this is also very difficult to portray, and Hayden Panettiere does a great job. At only 9 years old, Hayden has, that right voice for the character of Dot. When she talks, she just sounds very optimistic, very, upbeat, when she uses her imagination, it's kind of like Hayden herself is using her own imagination. Hopper is the main villain of the movie. He is also a great villain. He is voiced by Kevin Spacey, who's now a disgraced actor. It's his own fault for that. But Hopper is a very intense villain who is an absolute control freak. He has to control everything he comes into contact with. And if he doesn't control it, nightmare breaks loose. You know? Dude is a very intense villain. Kevin Spacey does a great job voicing him. However, as we all know, he's kind of a villain in real life. So, what would you expect? I also think it's worth noting how great the animation has stood the test of time. When it comes to computer animation, Pixar has always been ahead of the game. They've always had the best computer animation you could ask for, period, end of discussion. A Bug's Life really shows what they could do, even with the technological limitations of the 1990s. I don't have any negative things to say about the animation. I will admit it's not to Pixar's modern day standards at all, but I would not call it ugly. I still think, the animation is great. Randy Newman's music is also something I really like. I don't think it's the best thing about the movie by any stretch of the imagination, but I do really like it, and I do think that definitely helps the movie significantly. And really, this movie is what Pixar should be making today. They should be making these timeless movies about timeless themes that resonate with people, not just of the era it was made, but also resonate with people for years to come. Unfortunately, they rarely make a movie anymore that really feels like a genuine Pixar movie. The last time I saw a Pixar movie that genuinely felt like Pixar was when Out 2 came out. But hey, I have no control over the state of Pixar right now. So guys, at the end of the day, I love A Bug's Life. I think it's a genuine great movie. I think it's one of Pixar's best movies. I really think this movie deserves to be up there with the likes of Up and Toy Story 3, Coco, movies seen as Pixar's best. I highly recommend seeing it if you have not watched A Bug's Life. I definitely think that it's timely to watch it right now because, man, that news was rough. I'm going to give Bug's Life a 10. Before I close out, I want to talk a little bit more. I really hope that Hayden Panettiere is at peace right now. This has just simply been very hard news to hear about. My thoughts are with her family, especially her daughter, because she had a kid. And I'm genuinely not kidding when I say she was in a lot of stuff I grew up with. Some of which I've done reviews on this channel, like Scream and Ice Princess. But also, she was in Dinosaur. She was in Kingdom Hearts. Stuff I love but have not talked about on this channel. I am genuinely going to miss her. I was I was really hoping it'd be years before I get upset again over hearing another celebrity death, but here we go. I know I don't usually do videos and stuff too much when a celebrity passes away. All I can say is this is definitely a rough one. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please also don't forget, I also have a secondary channel where I do gaming content. Please go check it out. As per usual, please remember, Panettiere will return.
I could trivia your ass under the table, cinema boy.
Oh, yeah? Who played Leatherface first?
Gunnar Hansen.
Do you remember the beachside that we walked along? The place that you promised me you'd take me one day.
God!
The place that felt so far, but you taught me how beautiful our life is. What home is. No matter how far the distant brings our souls together, and it makes me feel so low.
It's a tough world with a lot of compromises.